Hello guys, Nisa here, and today I'm going to be showing you how to make perfect samosas at home. So stay tuned up to the end. Welcome. So guys, for samosa recipe today, the first thing you need is 700 ml cup all-purpose wheat flour. This is what I always use. Then you need 200 grams of minced meat. I have a bunch of spring onions. And then I have this big leek. Leek and spring onions are kinda relatives. And then I have curry powder. I use 1 tablespoon of curry powder. And then I have cooking oil, enough cooking oil. In here I have salt. I'll be using like a half tablespoon in general. And then I have 2 cloves of garlic. And guys, we're good to go. So we go to the procedure guys, and the first thing you need to do is sieve your wheat flour or flour. Just sieve it well to remove the lumps. And the second thing I'll be adding is a 1/4 tablespoon of salt. I'll just be adding salt guys, and the next thing I'll add is water, and then I'll mix everything up or stir everything up or whisk or whatever you're going to be doing until you get this fine firm dough. Okay, so just mix everything up, and I'll be needing my hands, so I just applied a little bit of cooking oil on my hands and then kneaded until I got this fine firm dough. Once you get your fine firm dough, just cover it and allow it to rest. So I just finished, and then I'll be covering it and let it rest. See you in the next procedure. So the next thing I'll be doing, I'm going to prepare my spring onions. So I just sliced my spring onions into nice small sizes. And the next thing I'll be slicing is my leek. Guys, leek is very yummy. I think it belongs to the onions family, but it has this mild taste. It doesn't have a strong taste like onions, but it's very sweet in samosas or in soups. And do not eat the upper part of the leek, like just use the whitish part and the light green part. So I just sliced my leek and my spring onions. And the next thing I'm going to prepare is my garlic. So I just crushed or grated my garlic. I just want all my ingredients ready. Okay, so my garlic is ready, and I guess I go to my next step, and the next step is to cook my minced meat. So in a heated pan, I placed my minced meat, spread it all over, and then I covered it and steamed it until it was all ready. And once it was well steamed, as you can see, it's well cooked. I just added 1 tablespoon of cooking oil, just 1 tablespoon. You don't want to use a lot of oil because you'll be using oil to deep fry the samosas. So you just add 1 tablespoon of oil so that it doesn't stick. And the next thing you add is the leek, because the leaves are a little bit hard or firm. So mix everything together, like mix the minced meat with the leek, cover it and allow it to cook for a while. And once it's a little bit cooked, add your spring onions, stir everything together again and cover it to cook a little bit so that the minced meat will absorb the taste. And then add your garlic, mix or stir everything together, and I always cover so that it absorbs the taste. So right now I've added my minced meat, the leek, the spring onions and the garlic together, and then The next thing I'm going to add is curry powder. I love curry powder, and curry powder tastes awesome in samosa. So I just added 1 tablespoon of curry powder and then stirred everything together. You understand, I did it step by step because I just needed my minced meat to absorb each taste. Okay, and lastly I'm adding my salt to taste, and then I will cover it and allow it to cook for a little bit while, and then guess our minced meat or our mixture is ready, guys. And here we are, the mixture, our samosa mixture is ready. So now let's get to our next step, and I just checked my dough and it's soft. I mean, it's ready for use. So our next step is, I don't really know how to explain this, but I need to roll or to prepare or to make my samosa sheets or my samosa pockets. So the first thing you need to do, just roll your dough and make equal sizes of dough. Try to make them as equal as possible. The size depends with your surface and your pan. So right now I just made very equal amount of doughs, and the next thing I'll be doing, I'm going to be rolling them. So guys, I need you to pay attention to this procedure, and right now I'm about to make my samosa sheets, which I'll use to make my samosa pockets. And the first thing I need to do, I need to roll very equal shapes. So this is my first one, and so that means the first shape that I make and the size of that shape is what I need to prepare with the others. So I have my first, and I'll do the same with 4 others or 5, but for me I'll be using 4. So this is my second, and once I'm done with my second, it needs to be the exact size and shape. You see, they look like very alike. And the next thing, I need to apply cooking oil or grease cooking oil on top of one, and then sprinkle a little bit of wheat flour, and then place the other on top of this one. And you do this with the rest. So once I make the third one, I'll still grease the second with cooking oil, and then sprinkle a little bit of wheat flour, and then place the third one on top of the second one. And then I'll do the same with the fourth or fifth, or I don't know how much you need, but as for me, I'll be using 4. I'll be dealing with quadrants. So I just placed the first one, greased with cooking oil, applied a little bit of wheat flour, placed the second, did the same with the third and the fourth. I hope you got that right. So here I have my layered dough, and I need to roll it to make one big dough or chapati like dough. So here we are. I'm trying to roll it, and try to roll it as uniformly as possible. You don't want them to overlap, so just try to make it look like one big rolled chapo or chapati. So yeah, I don't know the name to use. Guys, do you think these samosas will turn out well? Comment below. So here I have my one large rolled chapo or my dough, and the next thing I'm going to do is place it on a heated pan. And here we are, and I need to heat it. You don't need to cook it like how you cook chapos or anything. Just heat it until medium, like just let it heat kidogo, and then it's ready. Just allow it to dry. And here we are, and I'm removing my sheets. Okay, let me show you well how you will remove your sheets. As you can see, they are layered, so just remove your sheets carefully. Note that it's hot, so you have to be careful. And as you can see, the sheets look nice and very soft, and they are large enough. So I did the same for the all the dough. So I had lots of sheets. Wow, the sheets looks amazing. Do you think they look amazing? Comment below and give this video a thumbs up. So the next thing you need to do, you need to prepare your sheets. So I just made lots and lots of sheets. So I just need to cut them, because for your samosa you can have different shapes with your sheets. So I just cut them into half, and like I said, I have lots of sheets, as you can see. So before I get to need to prepare something very important, that is my paste, what I'll be using to glue or to attach my samosa sides. So I just used wheat flour and water to make my glue. And now let's get to making our samosas, because as you can see, we have our minced meat ready and our glue or our paste. So the first thing, remember I cut all my sheets into half. You can use your sheet just as half as it is. If you need bigger samosas, just use half. This is when you need bigger samosas. Also, it depends with the size of your sheets. As for me, my sheet sizes, if I use half, I'll make really very big samosa. There it is. This is how it will look like. I just shown you a small tutorial of how to fold your samosa if it's half. I hope you saw it. I'm just trying to redo it if you missed it. So here is how you fold it, and make sure you don't leave spaces. If you leave any space, make sure you cover it with the paste. So that's how the samosa will look like if you use half. But as for me, I'll be making small and medium samosas, so I will use half of the half. I'll use the quarter sheet. Okay, so I'll need to divide my sheet again into quarterly to make my mini samosas or medium samosa. So there we are. I have my quarter sheets, and now I need to show you how to fold this quarter sheet to make your samosa pocket. So just pay attention and look at how I fold it. That's how you need to fold your sheet to make your samosa pockets. There. Guys, give this video a thumbs up. Also, let me know if you've tried to make samosas before, and was it like the most challenging part about making samosas is making the samosa pockets. Okay, like I said, do not leave spaces, because if you leave spaces in your samosa pockets, the cooking oil, the cooking oil will just seep inside your samosa when you're deep frying, and samosas with a lot of oil are not interesting. Anyway, here we have our samosa pocket. I hope you saw how I made it, and now I'll be filling it with my mixture or my samosa topping, what do I call it? So there, I just filled my samosa pockets, and the next thing you need to do is find a way to seal it. Do not fill it to the brim, just leave a space. Okay, do not fill it just fill it, but do not overfill it, leave a space. So I just applied my paste as you saw, and then applied also the covering part, and here we are. Here we have our samosa. That was easy, and this means this is the same thing I'll be doing with all the sheets. Okay, so guys, as I was saying, if you're new to this channel and you love this video so far, make sure you like, subscribe, click the post notification, and also comment below what you think about this video so far. Do you love the tutorial? I know it's a bit long, but I needed to explain bit by bit because I know making samosas, especially the samosa pockets, it's a big hassle for most of the people. And I remember the first time I made samosa, I really struggled to make the samosa pockets, so I just needed to make it easier for anyone who will watch this video. So as you can see, I made so many of them. Here are my samosas ready for deep frying. So now let's deep fry our samosa. Remember, if you did make your samosa pockets really well and fill them correctly, the oil will not seep into the samosa. Anyway, so I'm just deep frying my samosas with the cooking oil and ensure they cook to golden brown. So I will allow them to cook on one side and then turn them to cook on the other side, and then we will have our samosa. I forgot to tell you why I used leek, guys. You see, you don't want to have samosas that have this nasty onion taste. If you want to avoid that, just use a little bit of spring onions or whatever onions you use, and then use leek. Leek is also onions, but it has this mild taste yet very sweet. Okay, also if you love chili or pepper, you just add, but as for me, I needed to make samosas that are friendly to everyone, so I didn't use chili. There you go, just look at them, very amazing samosas. There, I made lots of samosas. And then there's one more thing. You remember, you will have leftovers, or if you have bad shapes of the samosa dough, you have these reminders, so just cook them and make very sweet crackers. So I just deep fried my dough reminders, like whatever remained after I made my samosas. When you do the cuttings, there is those leftovers, do not throw them away, just make crackers, and crackers are really sweet. You can even shape them too to make very beautiful crackers. So guys, here are our samosas. I'm going to present to you my samosas and my crackers. Wow, just look at them, guys. They look so amazing, so cute, so sweet. Guys, aren't they perfect? Yes, they look perfect. Guys, if you love this video so far, if you loved these samosas, make sure you like, also comment below, and if you're new, don't forget to subscribe and click that post notification bell. See you in my next recipe. Bye.